to yet another episode of Nkanka the channel. Gosh, it feels so good to be back. Habari zenu, natumai kwamba mko salama kabisa. Thank you so much for keeping it Nkanka the channel. If you're new here, karibu sana. If you're not new, welcome back, because it's been a while. It's been a while since I've done a sit down video, and now that I'm back to creating content consistently, I hope that you guys will stick by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand. Okay, so yeah, I realized this is something I really love, so I shouldn't neglect it. If you love something, you build on it, you water it. If you love your plants, you water them, no? So on today's video, I'm going to be talking about things I know for sure. I saw this trend on the TMI podcast, and who else did it? Several content creators that I follow do this kind of content, and I really loved it. I like learning. And just to give a disclaimer, whatever works for you, take it. Whatever doesn't, leave it. So let's get on to the video. It's so exciting. I was anxious in the morning, but now that you're here, let's do this. I'm hydrating. It's essential, guys. So I don't know if you've noticed a trend. I was looking at my first video 3 years ago, and the first thing I said was something to do with God. On my second sit down video, it was also about God. So kama ilivyo mila na desturi, pia leo my first point will be about God. And what I know for sure is that cultivating a relationship with God is essential, especially for believers. We're not here to impose our faith on people, but if you're a believer, if you're a Christian, I think it's essential to cultivate a relationship with Him. Read the good book, go to church, establish a community. I think I love that I have a community of believers that I hang around, and that we share with and learn from each other. Pray if you can, yeah. So that was my first point. My second point will be I think in life, and this is personal because I experienced it last year towards the end, and I was really grappling to understand why me, especially because I hadn't done anything wrong to these peeps. But I want to let you know that there's always going to be people who do not like you. Like, I think that's now something everyone needs to know. Regardless of whether you've wronged them or not, they won't like you. That's not your problem. That's all I can say. So don't let it get to you, and move on with your life and go where the love is. I'm sure there's, in every group of peeps who are not the nicest, there's those peeps you can always count on and rely on, yeah? Number 3, friendship takes time and intentionality. It's very beautiful to have adult friendships, especially, I'm not biased. This is not gender bias. Please don't call out. But I really, really do stan adult female friendships. Like, sisterhood is so important. So, if you've identified your peeps, I think it's key to just know that you need to water these relationships. Yeah. Number 4. This topic hits home, especially because I'm on a journey to learning. But number 4 is I'm realizing how important financial discipline is. I used to be those babes for, treat yourself every day, you know. Those babes for, it's not a must. Kwani YOLO, it's not a must. Sijui rudishia mwili shukrani. Rudishia mwili shukrani is what I was looking for, because that was my first sentence before making a financial mistake. So I'm speaking from a place of experience, because I've fumbled, especially working in a place where there are a lot of financial benefits, because you know field per is equals to per diems. So you get extra monies from what you usually get, like your kawaida salary. So that means that gave me an opportunity to grow, to expand financially. But now that I know better, I do better. So I like this babe. She's called Susan. Please go follow her content, especially even on YouTube. if you've made financial mistakes and you're trying to unlearn, there is room for growth. So these days I usually weigh, I'm like, do I really need to buy this, as opposed to when I used to be, pesa urudi, you know, pesa urudi, guys. That's such a dangerous statement. So don't do that to yourself, okay? Just let's normalize having a budget and sticking by it. And it's hard, especially if you're trying to recover from a culture where you used to spoil yourself every day. But give yourself grace, which brings me to number 5. Extend a lot of grace to yourself. I realized I have a trait, especially in my career, of being a bit too hard on myself. Like, say, excuse me, I was to accomplish something by the end of this week, and circumstances come, and then saying it's just you procrastinating anyway. Let's not pin it on circumstances. And then you don't do it. I think, oh yeah, imagine it's okay if you didn't do it. Just be kind enough to yourself to say that, okay, leo nilifeli, but moving forward, I now know better, so I'll do better and I'll be kinder to myself. I won't bash myself. Like, don't bash yourself at, haukufanya ile task na ile task na ile task. It affects your joy. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. It's been real and it's a wrap. Feels very, very good to be back. Look out for more content inakuja. Asanteni sana, kwaherini. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, follow on the socials, and that's on period. Bye. I hope you've learned something.